So this is the 16 experiment. I ask people 3 questions about being 16.
Okay.
When you were 16, where did you think you would be now?
When I was 16, I had just moved to Los Angeles, and I was going to a school called Bancroft Junior High, and in that school, I met some dudes who would eventually be famous cats. But seeing how they moved in school, and then we were going to that same school where there was a lot of people who were actually in movies and stuff like that. So I was tripping out on it, man. I didn't know what the move to California would bring me, but I knew that it was something better than what was happening to me in Chicago at the time. So being that, like, my English teacher, his name was Mr. Bialik, and his daughter name was Miem, as in Miem Bialik, as in Blossom, as in, 30 Rock, or whatever the name of that show is. And my art teacher name was Miss Green, and her daughter is Nicole I can't never say her name. It's the chick from the Pussycat Dolls. So it's stuff like that where I was just like tripping that these things were happening around me. But I was also bugging because I'm like, man, I'm in California, I'm in Hollywood, man, and anything can happen right here, man. So yeah, I was. Did I know where I was gonna be? No. What I envisioned was just anything better than, like, the super gang violence, and I was like facing, drugs and in the community as well as in my family and stuff like that. I just felt like I kind of like switched environments, and that environment that I found myself in made me a lot more creative and a lot more, I don't know, just more positive and more productive. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so you go ahead. Yeah. So when you were 16, how did you think the road to now would be?
When I was 16, myself and a dude named Dino Hawkins and a dude named Jason Vasquez would rap at lunchtime. And a dude named Leor was the beatbox. Leor's father owned the studio in New York where Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick recorded Lottie Dottie and the show. And so Leor went out there one summer, came back and beatbox like Dougie Fresh. And I was like, how the hell are you doing that? And he told me that Dougie taught him. I thought he was lying, right? In actuality, he did. Well, Leor grew up to be DJ Lethal from House of Pain and Limp Bizkit, right? Dino Hawkins grew up to be Volume 10, and Jason Vasquez grew up to be Son Doobie from Funk Doobies. So it was like cool to have that kind of company around me, because it helped me shape the idea of what could be when it came to rap, when it came to just applying hip hop to life, and hoping that one day my job would be hip hop and not just my hobby. So yeah.
Okay, right on. So, I'm gonna get with Elon, but I'm working on it right now. I'm working on this time machine, right? So when my time machine gets ready, what would you tell 16-year-old Charlie Tuna? What would you tell yourself? If you can go back in time to 16, what would you tell yourself?
Have no fear except the fear that will make you create the greatest shit that you do. Simple. You know what I mean? Because, being the older Tuna, going back to talk to the younger Tuna, and experiencing all of the stuff that was happening in between those 2 points of my life, I feel like I'd be the best authority in telling the young dude exactly what's going to go down. But I don't want to ruin it for him so that the path can change, go somewhere else. I just drop hints on certain things in life, like family matters. From having a son and not necessarily being with his mom anymore, or like things that was happening with my mom and my dad, and all of the losses that I might, come across. I just tell my younger self, man, just to stay strong as fuck, because strong and resilient, because there is a light on the other side of the tunnel.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.